Yes, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Flash After Show here at the Stream.tv. Wow, time travel. Guys, by the way, I'm Adam Kruger. How are you? With me, to my right, Mr. Jack Hind.
How's everybody? Pleasure to be sat back in this seat. I get to be all loosey-goosey. I've been helping out Adam for a little while he's been in Hawaii, hence this wonderful glowing tan this gentleman has right now. Don't feel sorry for him.
I don't.
It's Hawaii.
It was beautiful.
But here I get to be all
beautiful.
I get to be all loosey, and I like it.
Loosey-goosey.
So I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back, Adam.
It's good to be back, guys. I missed you all. Right here, Mr. Devon Stewart.
You know, I wasn't
Mr.
going
Flash
nowhere.
Himself.
Biggest Flash fan of all time, so you know how to tickle me. You know how to tickle me, fancy. I see. Mr. Flash guy
I'm not
over
gonna.
here.
I'm not
Look
gonna.
at you.
That's weird.
I think it's the new crisp bronze tan you got going on, right?
It's a
You
glow.
look like 1/5 Puerto Rican. I like it.
I am 1/5 Puerto Rican.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh. What?
So, guys, great to be back. What a great episode tonight. Time travel. I love time travel because it makes my head hurt. But let's talk about our little Supergirl crossover last night. Did you guys watch it last night? I did. I know you did.
You know I did. If Flash is in it, I watched it.
That's why I've got my super shirt on tonight as an homage.
It's an homage.
It's an homage. Yes. So okay, guys, check it out. So Barry shows up on Earth, whatever Supergirl is on, whatever Earth that is. And
I'm ready to start ripping this apart whenever you are.
okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. First, I just want to talk about the device on his chest because we kind of learned about that tonight in our episode. I think we now know what it is. But like, was anyone else kind of going? What?
Well, it was similar to the tachyon particle machine that the Man in Yellow, aka Eobard Thawne, had in season 1. But I mean, they haven't really touched back on it just yet. But I'm assuming maybe a few episodes from now.
That's what that little key thing was that he pushed in. Now I feel like that's going to show him how to recreate, or at least show Cisco how to recreate a new one.
And then we might get a second crossover because then it'll be him revealing, oh, I'm here. Okay, this is how it happened.
It still made no sense as to how he got there.
But
he just showed up and then caught her.
My thing is, what if that crossover is actually something that happens in the future from where we are in the episodes now? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, I know that we saw it last night, but it happens in the future
it could happen like, I agree with you. Like, it could happen towards the end of this season for The Flash that he went to Supergirl, which I wouldn't really like. I was watching it last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't a big fan, and I hate to say it. I know some of you guys follow me on Twitter, and we were having conversations backwards and forwards. It just didn't work for me. It seemed so rushed, like... The chemistry between all of them just seemed really off. Barry, I know it sounds weird to say Barry seemed really out of place, but he did. Like, there was just something about it that felt so off. And all of a sudden, I know that Barry's now, like, we're really approaching Barry and it's great, but the way that he was almost mentoring Supergirl, I was like, you don't have the right to say a lot because you're still superhero in training. I get it, you're good at advice and everything, but there was just a lot about between it. It didn't mesh well enough for me. They had such a great opportunity, didn't take advantage of it. Is
Devon,
what I'm trying to say.
what did you think? How'd you feel about it?
Well, I mean, he got out there, got slapped around by the little tag team WWF girls over here. But, you know...
He got beat up so easy.
So easy.
But like I said, you gotta roll with the punches, Jack.
But he also did the...
He did
But why is he doing it in this? And we've seen it, once in the actual Flash, and then he does it when he crosses over to Supergirl?
Well, because she was blowing at the same time as he was doing the thing.
It was cute.
It was a double hurricane, you know?
Right. Is that what
like
they call
a double rainbow, you know?
But I want to see that in this. Like, I want to see that in The Flash. I don't want to see that in Supergirl. I'm sorry, I don't give a monkeys about seeing it in Supergirl. I want to see The Flash unveil his powers and, like, develop his powers in The Flash.
Well,
so
we're
give me
about
some
to get
some
kind of speed progress.
I was going to say, because that's what this whole episode was really about, was about him getting faster, which is going to bring more power to him.
Yes.
More power to him.
More power to him.
More power to him. Power to people.
But before we move on to this episode, let's just wrap up real quick on the Supergirl stuff, because he shows up just in time to save Kara while she's being, like, launched off a building. Yeah, we talked about that. Like, well, how does he know that she's falling?
You brought up a good thing.
I thought that maybe he was through the time tunnel. He saw a girl falling from a building, so he went to go save her. You know, that was my thought. What did you guys think? Did you think that?
And did you see how quick he was to reveal himself?
Very fast.
To everyone?
Well, hold on. I think he figured. Hold on. I will defend that for a second, because maybe he figured, look, dude, I'm on a different planet. I'm on a different Earth. It doesn't matter who knows who I am.
Well, I wouldn't say that per se, but I will say maybe he's like, well, they know this is Supergirl. Obviously, they're all part of their own little metahuman thing. Look, I'm the Flash. We cool. And yeah, the blur.
All right,
Hold on.
Okay, Cat Grant, probably the best thing she did say in that episode was when she was talking about you four look like a mix and match CW episode. That had me cracking up.
Right.
That was it.
Yeah.
I like she said, a diverse, non-threatening, attractive group.
Yes.
From a CW show.
But-
I was like, that describes every show perfectly.
But the blur was a really awesome shout out to Smallville, which, yeah, I love that. I was like, yes, thank you for at least touching on it, you know, because there's been talk of Tom Welling reprising his role potentially in the next season or at some point, and I would love to see that personally. But
You would?
oh yeah,
Smallville was something I still need to catch up on. I don't know if any else of you guys out there haven't caught around. Was it like 10 seasons?
10 seasons.
yeah.
Like
never missed an episode.
Like, you can't binge 10 seasons.
Yes, you can.
People
can.
Although you got to get.
I
through,
need time.
You got to
Like-
get through season 6 and 7 because they got a little weird there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but then
Okay.
it got better. So okay, let's get back on track here real quick. I'm just glad Barry's back. And quick shout out, real quick, guys, to the Flash Facts discussing the TV show. That's Lance's group on Facebook. It's the largest group. There you are. And that number is.
Go ahead and say it, Jack.
Say it.
Jack has to say it.
What?
Say it.
That's
The
old.
number,
That's
the
an
number.
old fact.
That's an old fact.
That is actually very old. We're at 10,500 now, which is just
It just keeps
absolutely
growing.
genius. It
Yeah.
constantly keeps growing. So.
Everything Flash there, guys. You can post questions, you can get answers, and it's awesome. Go check it out for sure. Okay, so let's get into this week. All right, getting faster. That's the whole theme. Is Barry getting faster, right?
Yes. Yep.
And so he's coming up with these formulas, and I remember we'd seen a little bit about the speed formula. We were talking about it, and it was kind of different. I kind of, Devon, I know that you probably love the nod to the speed formula. Tell us.
You know I do, man. You know I do. But it's, I don't know. Like I said, to me, the new Wells #2 is Johnny Quick. You can't have Jesse Quick as your daughter and then not be Johnny Quick, like, unless you adopt her. I don't know what the issue is that we haven't found out, but his name is Johnny Quick to me. I'm just saying, and he knows a little bit much about much. Not to say he's not just a
Harrison
smart
Wells
man.
is just a persona, I feel like.
You
now.
think so?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who is a speedster embodies the character of Harrison Wells in their specific world. So we have Eobard Thawne, Harrison Wells in our normal Earth, and then we've got Johnny Quick, Harrison Wells in Earth 2. Maybe in Earth 3 with Supergirl, they have a Harrison. They don't have a Star Labs in
There's
Supergirl.
no Star Labs.
Do they?
No.
See? So that's where the continuity of Harrison Wells goes out the window.
Well, I wonder though, because even though, see here we have Barry going back in time,
Back
which
in the wheelchair.
yeah, it goes which is old school Wells, which is
school
what I
Wells,
called that.
rolling
Yeah.
around.
I mean, so obviously, I think it was Iris that kind of, she's like, well, what if you can't go faster? And I don't know if
No,
you guys.
Caitlin.
Was it Caitlin?
Caitlin
You're
said
right, it
that.
was
Yeah,
Caitlin,
maybe
not
you just
Iris.
can't go that
You're
fast.
right. You're right.
And
Sorry.
why would you say that?
Why would you say that to somebody?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
You
like-
know he has self-esteem issues with his speed, and that bothers us enough. But don't tell him he can't go faster because he is the Flash and he can. He can go faster. Caitlin, shame on you.
And he will.
Shame
But
on
it seems
you.
like at the
Shame
moment
on
the only
you.
thing that motivates Barry is everything that puts him down. So it's like he said, it's like I've trusted 2 people and both of them threw me to the side and treated me like I was dirt, and so now I have to get fast enough to go and defeat them. And it's just like, you know what, everyone should just start picking on Barry because eventually he'll pull his finger out and actually become like the fastest man alive. I feel like that's the only way, just beat him down until he builds himself back up again. I honestly feel like that's the best way to improve Barry
Like a
right
Saiyan.
now.
But there's
When you kill a
I think
Saiyan,
there's
they
a
come back
limit.
even stronger.
What, you what?
I think there's a limit though to how much we could beat him down before he's just beaten. You know what I mean? Like there's a threshold. I think there's like a certain amount of
I do feel for him though. I mean,
Yeah.
2 role models of his life, well, people that he put into his life as role models just ruined it. Like, his trust issues out the window. Like, that's it. Can't
Yeah.
trust anyone for the rest of my life
No-
again.
nobody knew anyway.
His love life out the window. Paddy, don't want to know. Iris, still caught up on Eddie. So you got to give it to Barry. It's not going too well. It's not going too well.
No, it's not. I mean, here's the thing. Why would he look at Cisco and Caitlin before going back in time and be like, what could go wrong? It's all good. Everything's chill. We're good. Why, like,
'Cause you have to.
Whenever anyone says what could go wrong, that's literally just, hey, by the way, everything that could go wrong is about to go wrong.
Yes.
As soon as he arrived, it was already bad. And then
Before.
hitting the time race
In the
before,
time street, yeah, when he's-
which we're gonna talk about the time race.
Well, that's-
but like he gets there, and boom, he sees himself, and it's like I wish, maybe in that episode of season 1, maybe there was that moment where he would have looked over, and with the whole time would have been, what is he looking at?
That
And
would've
now
been
we
such
would have been,
brilliant
it'd have been
writing.
cool, but I mean that's a
They
lot of
don't-
in-depth
they don't
writing.
write that far.
We
No,
didn't
they
know if we were
don't.
gonna have a season 2 at that point. But
That was the craziest thing about it.
these
Like you
time
said.
wraiths, man, and all the Harry Potter shout out to Dementor and the Harry Potter ass.
Well, a lot of people were showing photos of them three in the Star Labs, and it was like Harry Potter and the Prisoners of Star Labs.
Actually, you know what? We have a photo of that actually. If
have you got
Nick,
it up
yeah,
there?
Nick, do you want to pull up the one of the three in the with the not that one, the one right after it? Yeah, that one.
That's what he said.
Right when they figure out and Hartley, figures out how to help him.
Hartley does kind of look like Harry Potter in that picture.
Totally.
That's a good point.
Glasses and all.
But like the time wraith, when you get a good look at him, I mean, I could be reaching for this, but he looked like he had a mask on his face. I don't know if maybe just a discoloration of his face, maybe, because he's like, I don't know if he's dead, I don't know if he's immortal, a zombie from the future or past, I don't know what it is.
Ghost.
But I think this is their rendition of the actual Black Flash. I've been saying that about Zoom the whole time because of how he looks.
Yeah.
But now we see that Zoom is just a character, like just the way Professor Zoom was. Zoom is another one of those. And now maybe that's Black Flash, because obviously keeping up with the speedster was not an issue for this man.
No,
or this thing,
not at all.
Whatever it is.
Not at all. And it says that Wells said that, not Wells, Thawne, that old Wells mentioned that the time wraiths chase people down who are time traveling who don't know how to time travel properly.
Well, he said that the ones who do can evade them, but the ones who don't.
What on earth is the proper way to time travel?
First of all,
clearly he knows.
There's a time travel manual.
First of all, he said, you didn't think we were the only speedsters, did you?
Yes.
And immediately, who was he talking about?
But I was waiting for Barry to then say, I know. But because of Jay, obviously, he knows that he's not the only speedster and that Thawne wasn't the only speedster because of
Well, he has
Jay,
to be talking about Max Mercury.
Say anything.
He might be talking about Savitar. He might be talking about a Wally Wells or a Bart Allen, because, I mean, they got their own little issues, too. Maybe
or
not
he
Bart,
could be talking
but
about
Wally.
Jay.
He could be talking about Jay as well, but, like, it has to be more than just that. I mean, he would have said, like, there's another one or something. I don't know. I feel like he'd have been more descriptive if he was just talking about one more person.
Yeah.
But I think there's a...
Speedsters. He said you didn't think we were the only speedsters.
Yeah, he said there are a lot. But I do have to say one thing real quick, because, we're saying Black Flash, but at the same time, Thawne was basically like, listen, time wraiths, they chase us. So there's more than one. So maybe maybe it's yet to be seen, and maybe these are just time wraiths that just track down speedsters in the. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's just a different iteration of it on the show.
Maybe.
And we now know how to destroy him just by going boom.
With a little sound wave of some sort.
Well, you would think they'd have a different. I mean, it was definitely choking him for a while, but that's a very.
What was it doing to him?
It was like absorbing.
It was sucking the life force out of
absorbing the life out.
Totally.
Which is pretty much what Black Flash does, yeah.
So, look, obviously he goes back in time and they make all the plans and he tells Barry don't do everything, and then Barry does everything. Okay, so he's saying way too much. Quick shout out to the Flash After Show Flash Family, which is our group on Facebook. Join it, guys, because we pull questions from there when we do Fandemonium episodes. When we do anything, we'll respond to you guys there, and we love conversing on that. And Lance created it, so thank you to Lance. Quick shout out to him.
Just once you finish, I have a little question to ask everybody and yourself.
Very quickly, guys, we're live also, so join in the conversation on the YouTube live chat. We're going to be featuring some of your questions later. You can tweet at us all week long using, hey, there it is, the hashtag #TheFlashAS. Tweet at us, we'll answer you, we'll talk to you. Oh, it's
right there. It's right there. You can't say you didn't see it, because it's right there.
At the bottom of the screen. Right we just pulled an infomercial situation.
We really did.
We did. We pulled an infomercial situation.
I don't watch enough infomercials to know what that means. But I'm just going to assume
I just said yes. I didn't know what he meant either. I was thinking Jeopardy when they're like,
Same thing. So can we talk about I have to talk about the scene where Thawne finds out that Barry's from the future, which, by the way, we all knew, right? That was going to happen from go.
The moment, yeah.
Wells
is house smart. Thawne even is house smart. And like,
well, he knows too much not to know.
Well, future Wells, normal time Wells, was even saying, like, look, he is going to recognize you. Like, you have to be the Barry of that time. And then what he does, he rocks up, the intercom start interfering, and then all of a sudden, he just suddenly starts wanting to work on a speed formula that he's never mentioned before in his life.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew it immediately. He was like,
Yeah, as soon as you start talking about the speed formula, he's like, okay, well, you're clearly not Barry, because the Barry that I know... Well, technically, what episode was this? The Sound and the Fury? 13 or 12, maybe, in season one, he's still so... Yeah, he's a baby superhero.
Baby Flash.
He has no idea what is Baby Flash.
He's that guy.
Baby Flash.
Yeah.
Baby Flash.
So, no, but it was even current Wells, good Wells, was like, this is a stupid plan. It's a dumb idea.
I don't think Wells ever agrees with anybody's ideas except his own.
Well, but that makes sense.
Not even Jesse's. Yeah,
but that makes sense. But that makes
very
sense.
much a control freak. But that scene between the two of them,
it was pretty amazing.
Barry did good.
I thought right away when he tried to phase out. I mean, part of me was like, oh, it's going to succeed, but the rest of me was like, no, it's not, because Wells knows.
Wells ain't an idiot.
Thawne knows that it's, he knows he's going to try. So I thought that was kind of brilliant. And then
his double bluff, like the whole the letter that I've got left for you. He kind of used his experience of the video log that Harrison Wells obviously left him. What was it? End of last season, beginning of this season, letting him know that he was the reason to get his dad out of jail. I feel like he kind of took that into play and was like, hold on a minute, I kind of have a letter, but I'm going to twist things a little bit and be like, your plan ain't gonna succeed. I'm from the future. I know everything that's going to happen, which was obviously a huge help for him when it comes to improvising and winging it out of that situation.
Totally. Well, because he's already been there and done that, and he has actually defeated him. So he used all of that knowledge to kind of get out of it. Yeah. I thought it was an excellent bluff, and I also thought that guys. Go ahead.
Why did he get knocked out so easily before when Wells was like, "Come with me"?
Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, Wells ain't that strong. I know he's a speedster. I get it was Thawne. That doesn't happen. Barry don't just get knocked out in one swipe punch.
But yes, he could, because and this is just I used to kickbox, and studying boxing and what causes a knockout. It's not how hard you get hit; it's where you get hit. Where there's a quick little lights out situation.
This guy's a superhero.
But you know what though? From
my
the back,
high kickboxing has nothing to do with it.
No, but it was a sucker punch to the back of the head.
It was temple more like, actually.
Well, was it?
Yes,
I thought it was to the back of the head.
Side of the head.
Either way, I would say it would make sense that he would get knocked out. Okay.
Please.
I mean,
plot serving point.
I feel like he's taking harder hits, like when you get hit by King Shark, for example.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Broke some bones.
Like a 10, 13, 15 foot tall
I don't know if maybe that was like a speed hit, like it looked slow, but he really like hit him 10 times real quick.
That's what I'm wondering as well. That's what I'm wondering.
But wouldn't we have seen the red lightning?
That is true. That is the signal of Speed Force, is the bright lights.
See, now, but the thing is with Wells, I would have preferred an injection. I would have preferred something more clever. I would have preferred a sedative. Not just a knock right in the back of the head and Barry just gets...
Well, he was improvising.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys. Look, it's a it's a show. We gotta suspend the disbelief. Yeah, exactly. Very quickly, quick shout out to Steve Lamb at Bam Smack Pow. He writes all of our blog posts. Also, Nick Taiwan. Wordsmith.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what he is.
He is a wordsmith. Thank you. Shoot. I'm just gonna go with it. So definitely go check them out too. Great blogs we have every week on our site at thestream.tv. Definitely check those out. And let's talk about where's the other Flash, guys? Because obviously, because 2 Flashes.
Doppelganger. How did he know about doppelgangers?
That's what I want to know.
It's a lot of questions going up. It's hard to say. I mean, I think that's just a word though for like a clone or like a extra. So maybe he was just like, it's a doppelganger. I don't think he meant it like he's
tribute to a point. Yeah,
which
fair
is,
enough.
That kind of thing. I think that was just his word of choice because he is a pretty good wordsmith himself.
Yes, Cisco.
Yeah. That's my first time ever using that word in a sentence.
He creates.
Is that not a real word? Wordsmith?
Sure it is.
It's a real word.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
I've never used it, but it makes sense.
Okay, understood.
Shoot. Yeah, man.
I just think the way you guys reacted, as if wordsmith wasn't actually a word.
No, it is.
My question is, what the crocodile mouths that like one means bigger than the other? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like we used to use it in math and stuff.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
The choice of going backwards in time to get faster, or the choice of to stop Zoom, or the choice of ruining the timeline. What's got profit and loss kind of ratio is what I'm looking at.
To me,
equal and or greater to.
Equal and greater to. Yeah. What is the?
To me, I think that the
going back in time was the better idea.
No, I think going back in time was the worst idea.
Okay,
I think it was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think? Let us know. I mean, let us know in the comments below. Tweet at us. I mean, using the hashtag FlashAS, the FlashAS. Thank you very much. But I think that was a stupid idea. Why go back in time when you can risk literally changing everything? I mean, when he came back, I don't know about you guys, but I was nervous. I'm like, what is different now? Who's alive? Who's dead? Who's not there anymore? Hugh just got what?
Mitch Shanico. I know Mitch Shanico on the YouTube chat right now. They're probably going to add a time wraith into the DC Legends as well because they're constantly traveling through time, aren't they? Right. So maybe that would be a shout out to getting possibly more Flash characters over to Legends or Legends characters over into Flash to deal with the time wraith.
That would be cool. The only thing is that at least as far
as... It only follows speedsters.
Exactly. As far as Thawne was explaining it, they follow speedsters.
Yeah,
so
true.
I guess if you're time traveling with a machine, they're not going to...
You get past it.
It's totally... Maybe there's an invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like you say, pinch yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Suspended belief.
I still need to know who these other speedsters are.
Yes.
You can't say that and then I hear that and then you not give me something. I need to know something. I need to know who else is out there time traveling on their super fast beauty feet. I need to know something.
On their super fast beauty feet?
Yes, because the feet of speedsters are the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. You have to imagine it's the Speed Force, man. I need to know who these other speedsters are. I don't know what to call it.
Do you
but
hear
I need
that?
to know how many other ones we're talking about. I need to know, like, are they from another Earth? Are they offspring? Are they from the past? Are they from the future? Like, what are we dealing with here?
Do you hear that, CW? You have to tell Devon who the other speedsters are now.
He is not happy with you.
Tell him now. So, guys, here's the thing. I have to just do a quick little thing. I love that they did a Frightener shout-out, where saying that the time rates. I know. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the Michael J. Fox movie, The Frighteners, it's a really fun movie that's scarier than it should be for the fact that it's a comedy, but it's great. What did it come out in, like, the 90s, I think, or something like that?
Yeah, I was still, like, in middle school maybe when it came out.
I don't remember how old I was, but we're not going to say. So
me neither.
But it's a great movie. You should definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. But I love that. The Frighteners. It's a fun movie, and at the end of it, they play "Don't Fear the Reaper." Which
I assume it has like a ghost in it, like
there
that.
Yeah,
is that what the comparison
yes,
was?
Exactly, and they looked exactly like the Time Wraith, which is very, very cool. But
if you guys caught any other Easter eggs as well that may have related to other movies, because we only got Harry Potter and the Frighteners, right? So if you guys caught any other ones, feel free to hit us up, let us know. We love seeing the comparisons between a lot of them.
Definitely. So, okay, so Barry basically screws with the entire timeline. Timeline is screwed. Quick shout out to Stan Lee's Kamikaze all year long, guys, right here at thestream.tv. Definitely check it out because we have some amazing episodes all year long.
We met all the Power Rangers from it like 2 weeks ago.
Every single one.
Your childhood was here.
Right
well,
here.
My childhood was anyway.
Right in here.
Like literally on these. I know they're on like the desk as well, but I think some of them were sat on these seats at one point. Don't worry about that. The Red Ranger, I'm pretty sure he was sat on
Guys,
these seats.
Jack's never gonna wash his butt again. Sitting on the seat the Power Rangers sat on, you know. So we got to talk about New Team Flash, guys, because, you know...
Hartley's a good guy.
Yeah, he comes back to the future and is being choked out by the Time Wraith, and then who saves him?
Hartley. That's the only thing that he changed?
No,
we're probably going to see something.
That's what I'm saying.
Something.
A lot of people, we were just flicking through the YouTube chat, a couple people said that Wally West could actually now already be a speedster.
Interesting.
It's just... because of the times have changed. We didn't see anything about anybody pretty much when he returned.
Also, remember there was that moment that he went to the side and he whispered to Cisco like, "Hey, this is
he knows where Ronnie is."
Ooh, snap! Oh, hey, I don't know if you were supposed to say that.
Oh, no, he for sure wasn't supposed to say that.
He wasn't supposed to say anything when he went back.
Everything he did was what he was not supposed to do.
As soon as he turned up with other Barry, for starters, why? Why did you just turn up? Why didn't you just let it happen? Second of all, don't start talking about time travel. Even Wells was like, you've said enough. Stop telling us everything. And this is Thawne, who's a bad guy who wants to kill you, is telling you to stop. You should listen. You should listen, Barry. He's becoming stubborn. He is very much so emotionally driven at the moment.
So once he gets attached, kind of like the whole thing with Earth 2, when they were like, no, just don't get involved with that. Focus on what we got. And of course, he went on a whole little tangent.
Oh my God, maybe you're right. I'm throwing this straight back to Supergirl real quick. Maybe you're right about it being a lot in the future because of the advice that Barry was giving Supergirl in her world. Maybe he's a much more experienced Flash now. Maybe he's a much more experienced hero because it is a lot further in the future.
He's got the tachyon accelerator on his chest, which they're only now discovering the technology. So I'm thinking that the crossover in Supergirl, that actually happens down the line on the Flash.
And then they'll pay homage to it later on down this season.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm because that's where he finds the answer, and he doesn't have one now. Cisco still has to build it. What is he going to do? Build it in 12 hours? That's a pretty complicated piece of machinery.
Because he had something originally because it was on Wells's chair, wasn't it? Wells's old wheelchair, tachyonic particle, and then he found it and he used it as a quantum splicer, or he used it to control to moderate Stein, didn't he?
Yeah, but they also used and they used up all the energy from it. Remember, they had to fuse him with what's his name, the other half of
Jax.
Jax, thank you. Like, why am I losing names? You're welcome. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. But just back to what Devon was saying about how Barry runs with his heart, and I think that that's his saving grace because using your heart to kind of take you places as a superhero, you're going to make the decision based on how to do good as opposed to maybe just being that logical, surgical Eobard Thawne type who will just kill someone because they don't fit into his plans. I think that's a really cool thing. But when he does have that heart-to-heart with Goodwells about Jesse, and then he ends up going to talk to Iris and gives her the whole
the video of
Eddie. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I thought for a second that maybe Eddie might have been still alive, and I know we said it, and we're like, no.
Yeah.
But there was a second and a hope. What did you guys think? Like,
well, I feel like that was for a hashtag West Allen fan like myself, true till death. Okay, West Allen till death. That wasn't a good way to make her move past it. You know what I'm saying? Because she's already sitting here reminiscing on like the little photo album with Eddie in it, and then you're gonna bring her something that she never knew she had, of him talking directly to her in a sense. You know, I don't think that was a good way to get her to move on.
I do.
Hold on, I was going to say, I do also. I'm going to disagree because in the video, he says
everything that he said was about moving on.
It was all about I want you to. Yes, exactly. I want you to be happy.
Oh, 100% agree with you. Coincidentally, everything that he said was appropriate for her moving along in her love life.
Guys,
every sentence.
Hold on, though.
Maybe Eddie was hashtag West Allen as well.
No, because Barry said to him, say to her what you would say to her if this was the last time you ever got to say anything. Like, if it was the last thing you could say to her, what would you say? And so he said it that way because Barry wanted to give Iris closure because that is true love, and I'm going to stick with that. So, bang.
I guess, but, you know.
Shoot.
I think we might see this guy again, though.
I think it's possible.
I'm thinking maybe with the whole little time change, we might get a Cobalt Blue this time.
Here's what I want to know, guys. Here's what I want to know. What else is different, guys? Let us know in the comments below what you think is different. We're gonna take a quick. What I mean is what's different in the timeline now. What are the possibilities? Wally West as a speedster already.
That would be amazing.
What is going on? Who is there? Anybody that's dead that shouldn't be?
Wasn't there something with Hartley's parents though? He said he's going to have dinner with him now.
So maybe his parents were and now they're alive. But either way, we know he's a good guy now. We're going to take a quick little break. We're going to come back with some fan art as well as some your questions. And we have some cool things that Jack found at WonderCon that he wants to show you. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
Oh my God.
Figure it out.
We had a crazy vampire threesome, and you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No. Look at me, I'm dancing. You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
he was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
And we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just like that. It's all good. You can't count anything out. Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the Stream.TV, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us, you guys.
Yes.
We love you.
Welcome back from the break, guys. You are watching the Flash After Show here at the Stream.TV. Guys, thank you for being with us. I just want to do a quick little, we're going to show you a quick piece of fan art right here from @StevensonJohns1. Stevenson Johnson, yeah, he's really awesome. We love it. You got a little time wraith there going after the Flash.
You can actually buy all of his art as well from www.artpal.com. This guy, he's grabbed a hold of my heart. I'm going to give him that. He draws for everyone. He draws for everything. He'll do you personalized art. You can get it printed on mugs, as Carolina likes to say, mug it up. There's you get T-shirts, you get canvases, there's tons of different stuff that you can get from Steven St. John's website. So you guys got to go check him out, support his art. It's some brilliant work. Not only Flash stuff, he does Arrow stuff, Legends stuff, Supergirl stuff he started doing now as well. We did a couple of things for Batman vs Superman, all different kinds of movies coming out. So make sure you go check out his
everything.
stuff.
He does everything.
He does everything
and he
for
does
you.
it well.
Everything that you need.
Sweet. Let's take some Twitter questions with Devon over here. Let's do it.
Bang.
Yeah, man.
Well, the first Twitter question actually comes from Indigo_15.
Hey, Brandon.
He says, do you think Barry's trip to the past will have drastic consequences? And I say, hell to the yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what else?
Yes. I think it just might. Just because the fact that Hartley is in there, and he's cool with everybody. To me, I mean, I feel like he's kind of like a second Cisco. You know,
Hartley,
because you know, I feel like those gloves were something that Cisco would have made if that was something on his mind. You know, now that we got the time wraiths, you know, frequency seems to be the thing that messes with anything speed or Earth related. Is always a frequency, and so will that be good or bad? Will he have ulterior motives? I don't know. I mean, I still don't even trust Wales. So, man in the wheelchair, I got some trust issues myself, Barry. You're not the only one. Okay, you're not the only one.
I think we could. I think it's safe to say that we could trust the actual Wells though from Earth 2. I think.
Don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to this guy.
He won't agree with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yep, I know.
He ain't gonna be with us.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my. They wouldn't do that again. I don't think they would do that again.
Well, I mean, they're doing it again with Zoom.
Yeah, but not with the same person.
Don't trust this guy.
What else do we have on Twitter? Just tell us.
What else we got? From @BrandonCPay407. Okay. What other speeches do you think Wells could have been referring to in the episode? Wally, Jesse, or maybe he knows Zoom?
Ooh.
As in Thawne could know Zoom?
Maybe, because the thing is, Zoom is more like the Earth jumper.
Yeah.
More as Professor Zoom is more the time jumper, but maybe Zoom done his little time thing too. I think he might have been referring to some other time jumpers that we know for sure, like Savitar and Max Mercury and people like that.
I'll just say that he's from the future.
He's a time jumper himself.
I was going to say, yeah, so maybe he just knows of other speedsters in the future, because as the timeline goes on, because we have the point where Barry becomes the Flash and the Speed Force kicks in and then other speedsters come out, in the future, maybe there's just more of them around. More that we don't even know about it, including all the ones that you've mentioned. But maybe there's more.
Maybe there is more.
Do we have one more Twitter question?
We do have another Twitter question.
Definitely a lot more.
Definitely. Sure. From @SugarVjimin. Okay, I'm trying to say this right. Excuse me. Do you think the video Barry recorder of Eddie might impact something? After talking to you guys and saying the whole thing about it helping her to move on,
I think it's a one and
done. It might be the thing that pushes her more towards that West Allen than I thought. You know?
No, because she's too locked up with Scott bloody Evans at the moment.
I don't know the Scott Evans.
Neither do I. Neither do I. It doesn't exist to me. It doesn't exist on this world. Zoom, go kill him. I'm not bothered. Scott Evans is done in my book.
He did kill the last editor.
Yeah,
who killed
he did kill. No, it was Dr. Light. Oh no, wait. Was it Zoom or was it Dr. Light? It was one or the other. It was in that. It was in that one.
Dr. Light killed the other editor.
Well,
was it
remember,
Dr. Light that killed him?
she's still out there. She is still out there.
Hold on, I'm gonna say one thing about the West Allen thing that you're probably not gonna like, but
then don't say it.
No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because
you ain't got nothing else to say. Don't say nothing at all.
Because it needs to be said. No, because I think it's gonna be a long game. I don't think they're gonna go back and forth and make it drama soapy. I think they're gonna let this kind of percolate for a while. I think Iris is gonna have different love interests. I think Barry's gonna have. If they do that, I think they're gonna focus more on him maybe being a superhero. At least maybe I hope to see that. And I think that the long game is West Allen will end up together. I think that Iris and Barry will get together, but I think they're going to make us wait for it, and it's going to percolate, and it's going to take time, and it's not going to be cheesy.
That's what I'm saying. But the one thing I don't want is for her to go on dates with Scott Evans, and then Barry to get quietly mad at her and resent her, but then for her and Scott Evans to break up, but then Barry finds himself a new Paddy, and then Iris secretly resents that Barry. And
I don't think that's going to happen, guys. It's a different kind of show.
They just better not do it like that.
I think that Barry's too focused on getting faster and getting better and catching Zoom.
He has one priority.
He's not thinking about Iris in that way right now. He loves her. He cares about her. He wants her to move on.
Protection is what he's worried about at the moment.
Exactly.
With her.
The only good thing you said out of all that is the word percolate.
Percolate? You like the word percolate?
I don't know why I like that word percolate.
Well, that's good.
It's the only good thing that came out your mouth in that whole conversation. Percolate.
So, all right, we got to move on to YouTube questions. I know we have a few from the live chat that Jack's going to hit us with.
I did have a couple, but now they're probably all lost and flown through because you guys are so adamant on the Twitter questions. I just got one. Do you think Reverse Flash and... where did it go? See, this is what happens on YouTube. Wait, Cisco and Caitlin knew that Barry can time travel before he knew? No. That's when they came back into the future, they already knew, but then when he went back into the time and they spoke about it, everyone was like, whoa, Barry could time travel? And he was like, well, not, and then, was it Wells that said not yet? Or Wells said you haven't learned yet or something. But now I can't find any more questions, so I'm just going to give you guys a few shout-outs. Adam Barksdale, 91. AGP Soldier. The Flash Lover. You got some competition with Devon there, don't worry about that. Fahad Al-Fadi, Atung Bong Bless, Alma Diaz, all of you. Thank you very much. Raven Campbell. I know we had a birthday shout-out today. For the life of me, do you have it by any chance? You don't have it? What, are you kidding me? You're like the shout-out king.
I left my phone on the charger in the other room.
I know whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday to all of you out there for a start, how many birthdays we do have. But there is somebody in particular that tweeted me not too long ago, but for the life of me, I can't find it, so I sincerely apologise. But
you know he's talking about you.
You know I'm talking about you right now. And I'll find it on Twitter and I'll tweet you so that you do know I was definitely talking about you as well.
Do you have like a minute if you want
Go, I'm going to fly through some stuff real quick.
WonderCon stuff.
So I got to attend WonderCon 2016 over in LA, the Los Angeles Convention Center. It was absolutely incredible. I don't know if anybody else in LA was able to go as well. Make sure to hit us up. Let me know what you saw. Let me know what photos you saw. But I picked up a couple things for everybody and for the set and everything. First things first.
This is what I wanted to happen.
This is going to, obviously we know Devon is a new daddy, so I bought Baby Flash a new toy.
You're gonna make him cry now. Here,
Let's get that over to Baby Flash. Let's go to Baby Flash. Make sure he knows that Uncle Jack got it for him.
Well, he might never receive this.
You better give that to him. Obviously, I got you two both a program from WonderCon as well, so you guys can check it out what it was like. So you guys can ask
Jack,
Devon and Adam what was going on at WonderCon as well. And this from an artist through which I had his Twitter and stuff somewhere. Can we? I don't want to make this burst. Can we get that real quick?
Oh, that's nice.
Brilliant.
How amazing is that?
That might come up missing.
That might come missing. No, I want to get this framed. We're going to have this somewhere in the set as well to add. But I did actually, whilst I was there for the stream, obviously where you guys are watching us right now, I shot a bunch of interviews. My first and favourite one was with Black Flash, a Zoom. Guy created his whole costume and it looked exactly like Zoom. He did such a great job. But we're going to start sending them out through the week, so you get to pretty much kind of get a little sneak peek into all the cosplayers. I got a bunch of Harley Quinns. I got a guy named guy who does Logan every year. He's like specifically known for Wolverine because it was Easter this year. He was Logan Cottontails.
That's hilarious.
He was genius. Like I said, you guys, you have to subscribe to the stream.tv on YouTube so that you'll be able to watch all those interviews from me at WonderCon this year. It was great fun.
They are coming. Guys, thank you so much for watching us, because we're dirty. Thanks for watching the Flash After Show here at the stream.tv. Guys, we will see you next week, I think. Yeah, we're on next week.
No, what is it? It's the break this week and then we're back on... So at the end of that episode, we were trying to decide, right? Because it said April 9th or 12th. What did it say when we're coming back? The 15th? That's way too far away for me.
That doesn't make any sense, though, because it said it's on... Look at...
Calendar.
Well, just so you know, this is the Wally West Flash.
Listen,
I just want y'all to know that the redhead with the freckles. This is him. Okay, because this is one from the Justice League on Cartoon Network, and this is Wally West.
Wally West, yes. For the little Flash.
So Tuesday the 5th would be next week, and then the 12th is the Tuesday afterwards.
I think we're on the... Oh, yeah, we're off on the 5th.
So we're off on the 5th? Guys, if
we'll be back on the 12th. Okay, so that was the longest wrap-up of an episode ever. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to tweet at us all week using the hashtag #TheFlashAS. You can also comment on the video below. We will talk to you. And
right there.
Infomercial, right?
Don't forget the part. Everybody forgets the.
Hashtag
they put like
the Flash.
Flash AS. It's the Flash AS because we miss a lot of ones because they put Flash AS. But trust me,
we don't want to miss
you in spirit. I'm just letting you know that.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
If you want more from the Flash After Show, hit that button and subscribe to the stream.tv.